Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 48 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Tua. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Okay, ready?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Here's a give up the middle. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They're going to try and throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On the double. Green back.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to pass. Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
By Nick Bosa, a loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up. Because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On play action, here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise,
now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. A bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they? An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Let's go.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
Throwing Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, but then repeat it the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
We'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
The Panthers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
In for the sack, Deion Jones. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Hardy set to return.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, and this is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Jones on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start this.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. He's going to try and go deep again. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Tua. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Tua going to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Newhouse. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rear of the roost here in this first half, but now it's slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Falcons 7.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before break. Jones over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Back to throw. Jones. And this one is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
They'll try and throw for it here.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
The gain of 8 brings up second and 2.
Looking to throw. Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. Off-play action. Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Dave Rowe, 26 yards. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Kerr, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's Kerr to kick off. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Throwing again on second down. Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And that is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Danny Gray.
Second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Barring the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score.
Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Falcons on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Able to find Gray here. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Looking to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Tua. And that is incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Jones throwing on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Gray. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They'll look to throw again. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. They'll going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Panthers 49, Falcons 21.
And And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage coverage downfield, go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
The Panthers on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Tua to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Smith will come in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Jones.
He's got his man London right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Jones
looking for London on the out route complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this
this inside the 30. Now Tagovailoa. They'll get it inside the 20. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts.
Ready, set.
That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Black ultra. Ready.
To throw is Tua. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Throwing, Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win the game, but they do get the score with all zero showing.
Some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.